It is me, Empress A, and tonight we are making yakami. I'm so excited. My kids are so excited. This is a Creole signature dish. This is something that the ancestors are extremely in love with. It's a beautiful savory dish. I know people call it like a different type of pho, but for me, I feel like that's where pho came from. But that's just me. Because if we talk about Asian, we get into that spill, then we'll see a lot of like different stuff that was like taking place and all that good stuff. And then you'll also be learning like a lot from me about that because honestly, the reason why like parts of Asia, those people are melanated beings that come from African tribes. So we can get on that another time. But today we're gonna fix us some yakami. And one of the topics that I seen something today. One of the topics that we are discussing is going to be: are they Judas or are they Peter? Is it given Judas or is it given Peter? So y'all go and grab y'all go and grab what y'all need to grab because we finna get busy. Y'all know how we do. We get busy in this kitchen. So if you look below, you will see um if you look below, you will see my website. I am starting book reviews and I want to start like a book club for Affirmation Boulevard. That is a space that I created on Facebook. And I'm going to start doing like some book reviews so we can all start reading together collectively. Yeah. So let's make sure we got everything we needed. Wait, what the fuck was she? Oh yeah. That's what I get for not going to the store by myself. Because now I gotta check my Instacart order. right, y'all. So we're going to, my kids are upstairs. Hey, are upstairs cleansing. We're going to take some ammonia. Hola, bonita. And we are removing old energy blockages and things of nature. I'm not a fan of this ammonia simply because I like to smell ammonia to make sure that it's actually ammonia. But yeah, so you got ammonia in a black bucket because black wards off and protects and it absorbs. And then we have kosher salt because salt will repel any dark energy. And then we got the water. That's boiling. Perfect. So the topic today, and this is what my kids are gonna write down everything, including the baseboards, so we can remove our old energy that should not be here. Blockages, if you and your significant other are experiencing a lot of tension, a lot of arguments, a lot of anger, if your money is blocked up, I'm talking about if you can't sleep, if you're stressed, this simple mixture will clear it out. Your whole house will feel so different. Bug! Bug! Okay, so tonight we are getting into
So what are you asking?
for you and Harmony to go to the store and get the eggs for the YAKAMEIN.
Okay. Sure. Come on. What? We're going on an adventure.
We're going on a trip. So she didn't put the egg. She didn't get some of the stuff that I had.
Where's the food stamp card?
In my wallet. So this is my sunshine, y'all. So tonight we're going to talk about Judas. Him and Harmony could pass the twins? Yes, they could. What? Don't start that. Don't. Do not start that. Get the water up there. We just need eggs and
chips and
we got chips already.
donuts.
No, we got cupcakes already.
And honey buns.
No, we got Debbie cakes in there. They came today.
And some more Debbie cake.
No. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 packs of Debbie cakes in here.
Not enough.
Okay, eggs. So tonight we are going to discuss Judas and Peter. And the real question is going to be, boy, get your Bible. Are they Judas or are they Peter? So in the comments, y'all answer me what y'all think the difference is. Denver, bring me the dish detergent. Y'all tell me what y'all think the difference is between Judas and Peter. Because for me, like they say, Judas eggs, and do you think that's enough almond milk for y'all tomorrow? And then get another thing of almond milk or oat milk.
You leave it tomorrow?
You talking about leaving tomorrow? No, I'm not gonna be here. My girl's taking me out for my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Son, leave the book bag. Leave the book bag. Leave the book bag.
Why?
Son, leave.
Because you look dangerous.
Leave the.
What you mean I look? Bro, you say that because I got dreads, bro. Hey, I'm
Eggs
I ain't looking at me like that. Eggs and almond milk.
and almond milk. So, what do y'all feel like is the difference between the two? Because Judas and Peter were both very important to Jesus. Absolutely, sis. Sis, I'm looking at your bracelet as we speak. So, yes, so Judas had a bad heart, right? Like they say, Peter had a bad day. Absolutely. And while I'm waiting on my kids, because I feel like we can't start the meal unless I have everything that I need. Yeah, I did clear quartz and green aventurine so you could receive prosperity, fertility, financial gain, and then clear quartz will amplify and help you with your manifestation. But I just had it up here charging some. I'm probably gonna bring it to you tomorrow. That way we ain't gotta pay for like shipping. But yeah, this is the bracelet. Okay. And she can also kind of like turn it. Like if she kind of want to like, but she can also put this around her ankle too. So, and it's very flexible. We did this. I did this like the Wheel of Fortune. And then the green aventurine is there. So, that's all you, Puka Butt. So, when it came to Judas, like sis said, Judas had a bad heart. Okay? And we're using the story because that's what the Bible is. It's basically a story. And Judas is that friend that you love so dearly and you always looking out for them. You always speaking so highly of them. And they really don't like you. Judas is the friend that you really are like, I gotta watch out for you. You know what I mean? Now, when it comes to Peter is that friend that hasn't had many good friends, but when they get a good friend, perhaps they don't really know how to act. So you have to remind him, like, I'm really in this for you. Like, I really love you. So those are two different types of people. And when we are talking about relationships, Judas and Peter was human just like us. And we're going to top it off with a little bit of cranberry juice. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm going to be holding up the stuff so y'all can see, so y'all can make this, because y'all apparently like when I be cooking. Y'all like this. And I love this because I'm a Taurus. My born date is tomorrow. So we making YAKAMEIN, y'all. It's a Creole folk. We was the first people to create it, and I'll be showing y'all what y'all need to make this stuff from here on out. But for right now, I'm a so a lot of y'all have got to start using your discernment because that's why y'all end up in certain situations you end up in. Now, in this story, you're going to find that it's very similar to what's going on these days. Because a lot of things that I've been getting asked about are like questions about friendships, love lives, and things of that nature. And people really just don't be knowing. So that's what this is about, because I want y'all to understand what gaslighting is, what narcissism is. And tonight, I want you to know when you get done, like, oh no, I'm just tripping. Let me give you some grace. Because Peter deserved grace. Okay? Peter deserved grace, and Judas deserved a grave. So one deserved grace, one deserved the grave. So when we are in relationships, we have to kind of know, like, we have to kind of know what these things are so we can know we're making the right decisions. When you're dealing with narcissism, according to Google, it is self-centeredness arising from failure to distinguish the self from external objects, either in very young babies or as a feature of a mental disorder. Google also says, let me put this one up, that it is also selfishness involving a sense of entitlement, a lack of empathy, and a need for admiration as characterizing as a personality disorder. So let's talk about narcissism. How many of y'all have dealt with a narcissist? I know I have several times. And the thing is like, honestly, let's call ace a spade a spade. Pretty much majority of us who come from damaging upbringings have been narcissists, okay? In some shape, form, or fashion. All right? Okay. honey, but I hate cooking with honey because honey just it makes stuff sick. So what it looks like when you're dealing with a narcissist does things like gaslight you. I know y'all tired of hearing that word, but it's a very true fact. And I know y'all like, well, Empress A, what is gaslighting? Let me explain. Can y'all hear me now? Okay. So gaslighting is when someone sees a situation that they're in, knows that they contributed to that situation, that they were not very authentic, and that same person will try to make you think it wasn't how it really was. One of the things that you need to pay attention to is gaslighting. What was your response when I did what I did? What was it? It's how they be looking at it. It's the same thing as that meme that goes around that says people will do stuff to hurt you and get mad when you reply and make it like you the bad guy. Yeah, I make a mess when I wash dishes. Am I the only mom or parent who makes a mess? I make a mess. So, an example of gaslighting is you and your boyfriend or your partner are out in the club. You see a person that's always commenting under their stuff. They never comment under the stuff that's both y'all. They only comment under the stuff that's just them. Now, you tell your boo, like, I don't really like how like how they comment under your stuff and not mine, but then, more importantly, they be flirting with you. And your person is like, you just tripping. It ain't nothing like that. That girl don't think about me. And she go with John Doe. And you like, yeah, but I don't know. Then you ask, have y'all ever dealt with each other before? Nah, you tripping. Don't start that shit. Don't start that shit. You like, damn. You like, I'm just asking a question because it's just a little strange that this woman, doesn't want to comment under both of our stuff, but she's commenting under yours. I ain't really just too much fucking with that. You feel me? So you let it go because maybe you tripping. Liquid Smoke. Me personally, I'm more of like a eyeball person. Because a little bit of this goes a long way. For all my West Indians, all my Caribbean folks, we got the Browning. If you Haitian, if you Jamaican, if you Cuban, Trinidadian, all of it, you know. I like this Browning because I feel like this one is thicker. And this one is, this one is thicker. This shit really thick. I don't think it's supposed to be that thick, y'all. Hold on. Spirit ancestors help me bring this out. Oh! Nah, it usually ain't that thick. So we got, and this is for your meat seasoning. So I'm just making a little marinade. This is just a marinade that I'm making. You can add whatever you're going to add in yours, but mine is going to have soy sauce. And then you can't leave out the Scotch bonnet because it just wouldn't be right. Y'all know we like a little spice in my household. The whole family does. So, we gonna keep the spice coming in. And then I have a gap. So this is gonna sound really funny. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. And then just a little bit of Louisiana. And then just a little bit of honey. Not a lot of honey. Okay. At this moment, you're not going to necessarily you're not going to you're not going to start cooking you're not going to start cooking the meat just yet because it'll cook fast. And for the meat, we are using top round stir fry. And then, like, me personally, I'm more of like a give it a rinse with beef. And for me, just some kosher salt. Everybody do their stuff their own way. This is just how I'm doing mine. Salt cleans as best as we can. And you just want to kind of like massage that salt into there. Lemons are good too to clean. So we're just going to take something like this. And we literally are just going to put the meat in there. Okay? I know y'all, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't clean this, you didn't do that, you didn't do that. Well, this is how I do it, and me and my family are very healthy. So you just want to mix this around. And because the honey is in the bottom, perfect. And then we are going to make sure that all of our steak, because YAKAMEIN can be made with, you can do it chicken, shrimp, lobster. Me and my kids kind of like the steak and shrimp. We don't eat a lot of red meat, so like what we do is kind of like, yeah. Now you want to make sure that the meat is covered as much as possible. Because the beautiful thing about browning in the liquid smoke is you don't need a lot. Okay? Now, What I do want you to know is when you're doing YAKAMEIN, make sure you do it with the intentions of the ancestors. Now, what I like to do is, while this is in here, I'm going to take some cayenne pepper and we are going to season this down. Ooh, cayenne pepper is full. Like I said, we are spice people. So it doesn't bother my kids when we have a lot of spice. They friends know like, oh, I love going to eat out there, but it's gonna be spicy. So when you are dealing with someone, oh yes, a smoked paprika. I don't mind like seasoned to the Q. Do you understand? Like I like my stuff seasoned to where you can see it, okay? And I know some people be like, why is there so much stuff on there? Why is so much stuff? Shut up. And one of the secret things to a good YAKAMEIN to me, and people may not like it, but I'm gonna put a little cinnamon on it. My sister is gonna tell you, no. My sister will tell you, no, that heifer know what she's doing. I know, it's like, what the hell is all of that stuff in there? Like, this is one of the things that get cooked the last. And I need all of my seasons on there to the point where, like, I'm almost like coughing. And I need it, like, seasoned up. Coriander.
No. Have you paid the Netflix bill?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
come on,
pay
watch
for
Netflix.
Can you send me $5 so I can pay the Disney Plus bill?
Disney Plus is trash.
No, cause our Disney Plus comes with Hulu.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hulu's trash too.
No, it's not. You gotta find the right stuff.
I do.
Okay. Oh, so I ain't paying Netflix in so long, child. You was paying that. I was not paying that. Or you talking about the other day because I asked about it.
Yes, and that's why I need to.
Bang,
You have a job that you don't do.
This is lightly glazed.
Okay, so this is what you should have. Okay? Look at the same thing you eat in nasty ass burgers. It's just sliced up. So, move it along. Alright, put it back in the wall. Just put it back in the wall. What you going to the pumper for? I don't know why you would take something out of somewhere and then bring it back, put it back in my hand. Like you took it from me. Just put it back in my wallet. Put it in the trash. So, now that that's sitting there, take your get a snack and get out of the cabinet. From the pantry. Same difference. Extra salt. So, that's gonna sit moving along. Let's tighten this up. Because we won't need this for a little minute. So as we are going over the Judas and Peter thing, we are now talking about narcissism. And the thing is with narcissism is that you going back to the story about you and your spouse. You and your spouse are out. Y'all see this chick. The chick done basically been cute, been funny, been all of the above. And you sitting there like, I know I'm not tripping. And your person like, you are tripping. You always do that. You always try to make it like. You always try to make it like I'm doing something I'm not. I might as well be doing it. That girl ain't thinking about me. She ain't thinking about you. She actually talking about how pretty you are. And you like, okay. Maybe I'm tripping. So then you go. And time goes by, you see this girl out. You see the girl out, now she's twerking on your man. But she's twerking on him only because she didn't know you were in there. So you kind of walk up like, what the fuck going on? He like, oh, you on that bullshit. You said you weren't coming out the house today. Da, da, da. He doing a bunch of bullshit at this point, right? So he basically telling you like, go home. And you kind of like, if you know, you know. And you kind of like, why I gotta go home? You weren't supposed to be in here in the first place. So y'all arguing. And he like, you said you weren't coming out. You weren't supposed to be in here in the first place. You lied to me. He doing his business. Now you like, well, damn, I did tell him I wasn't coming out. Now I feel bad because I really came in here because I seen that she was gonna be in here, and I know how she is about him, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now I'm kind of over here looking like shit. I shouldn't have did this shit. So you go ahead and leave. You crying. You get in the car. You like, no. You telling your girls, no, I shouldn't have came in. I did tell me I wasn't going. Well, he ain't lying about that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then 2 weeks later, shrimp. Then 2 weeks later, you see his phone go off. And it's a reply to a Cash App. He done sent her $400 for her nails and she done hearted it back. So, something in you is saying, don't say nothing yet. Call your girl. Your girl come over there. She looking like something ain't right with us. She like, take the phone. So you done managed to wiggle the phone out. done managed to wiggle the phone out. And you wiggle the phone out, you get into the phone, you like, well, he ain't texting. Your homegirl like, don't check right there. Check over here. So now, what you need, baby? Well, just get you a snack or something because I'm cooking YAKAMEIN. So now, everything is better with cilantro. So now you finally figure out that you need to check him. So you say something to him. Put that in the back. You say something to him. And he's like, oh, that's why we can't ever work out because you don't trust me. And you like, why are you, like, what are you even talking about? Why did you get her nails done? I pay your rent. You do this. Man, that girl, she lying. It wasn't nothing like that. I said that because my homeboy fucked with her. He saying all type of shit. You know some shit like, none of this makes sense. So, a year goes by. And this same girl pop up pregnant by your man. Now she done flipped on him. She done flipped on him. You done found out. And now he's telling you, well, baby, you remember we was going through that time? We was going through that time. And that's when I started messing. So you like, no, I don't remember us going through nothing. And I've been asking you about this girl. He like, no, I wasn't messing with her then. You like, you was messing with her when I seen the money sent. He like, no, that didn't happen. When you crazy? So now he's trying to make it like, no, that's not what that was for. You lying. And you literally will start thinking like, am I tripping? Because that wasn't like, I can't remember. That's gaslighting. Making me feel like I'm buddy. Making me feel like I'm going crazy. Now let's take it with the friends. You and your friend into it, or something has happened, baby. Please don't come in the kitchen because you keep coming in here and I'm fixing dinner. Y'all do this every time. I've been upstairs the whole time. Y'all been upstairs the whole time. The moment that I decide to come down here and start cooking, that come everybody wanting some. So now let's talk about the friend. Your friend who is Peter tell us some of your business. And you looking like, why would you tell them my business? I don't deal with it. And you like, oh no. They're like, no, I just thought that time we were all cool, we went to brunch. She was going through the same thing, and I was telling her that you had just went through that with your guy. And you like, don't tell her my business. And she's like, I'm sorry. Like, I swear to God, I didn't know. Okay. Cool. Now, maybe she slip up and do it again, and then y'all really get into it. And she's like, friend, I'm so sorry, I can't help it. But then you know that she do it with everybody. And you like, you be telling motherfuckers business all the time. They should probably talk too much. Now y'all done got into it because she done slipped up and told some shit. And this done got back, and you like, that's why I told you to quit telling my business. Now, you talking to her, and it's like, you're a little upset because to you, Rocky, honest, because to you, she's been your friend so long, why does she not know better, right? Why don't she know better? But you start to notice that it's like, now she's like, You'll be like, well, did you tell such and such what happened? She's like, no. And they're like, no, what happened? And you start to see a change, like, let me keep my mouth closed. Sorry, is that your phone? What's your phone? Quick, rub your nose. So, but you're noticing a change. Now, Judas is that friend fellas, when you go to jail, he's sharing your screenshot with everybody. He's sharing your screenshot of your mugshot with everybody. Well, I told that nigga down.
Don't get mad. One thing. What do I put in that bucket so I can microphone?
Stop up the sink. Pour the water in the sink. Do it right.
Can you use that for the water? Okay.
So, Peter, fellas, is that friend. You go to jail. And if you say call your girl, and she say, well, I can't get off in enough time. But he's so nervous, he like, all right, well, we got the money. Keisha gonna take it out of. Keisha. But your homeboy so stressed out. It just flipped out because he's thinking if he in there, they're not gonna be in there. We gotta come out. Your girlfriend keep calling. He's like, man, don't worry about that. Keisha, why would his baby mom be taking the money? Hey, gorgeous. No. It wasn't nothing like that. No, he had something on him about child support. That nigga ain't had nothing about. That's an innocent mistake. Fellas, Judas is the one when you say that you're going to stay at home for the night. Judas is the one that see your people, your side chick or the girl that you've been creeping around with. You ain't seen her in a minute. Judas know you trying to do right by your family, so guess what Judas do? Oh man. Listen. You need to talk to my boy? She like, Boy, he missed you. We were just talking about you the other day. Let me FaceTime him right quick. So Judas done FaceTimed you knowing you spending time with your family and handed the girl the phone. And you like, what the fuck? What you doing on my phone? Now your girl like, I thought you was done dealing with her. Man, why would you do that? And the girl see the problem, and the girl like, oh no, it wasn't him. I ain't talked to him. But you looking like, Judas, what you got going? You looking like, so I put a stick of butter in there, and then I did a little bit of beef broth, and I'm gonna take 2 bay leaves and drop it out in there. And make sure that they soak under there. So now you sitting there like, wait a minute. Why would you hand her the phone? Man, nah, man, I forgot that you said you ain't forget I said I was at home with my girl this weekend. I told you that. That's a Judas. Judas is also the dude that when you pull up in the car that your dream car that you've been saying that y'all want for years, but he hating. Man, that nigga didn't do that. He ain't get that. That's how I got mine. You don't even have a scat. You got an RT. Judas is that person that you sitting there having to watch what you say, or you just notice that they root for other people more than they root for you. So for YAKAMEIN, you can use whatever noodle you want to. I am going to use spaghetti noodles. We're going to turn this out on medium. Oh, that smells so good. Ah. So excited. So, you sitting there like, well, why are you so hell-bent on supporting other people, but you ain't supporting me? Judas will be the reason And we're going to make the broth for the YAKAMEIN. And I'm using a beefy onion packet with some water. And this is just going to go in there to make it. And then we're going to take the rest of this beef broth and we're going to put it in there. Let it kind of like slow roll in there. You don't want it to like splash up and make a mess. I don't have a big stew pot like I wish because when I do make this, my kids eat a lot of it. So now we're gonna go back in with the Worcestershire sauce. I hope I'm saying it right. Don't pick at me. Y'all know I got a gap. However much you want to do in that shit. Then we gonna hold off on the liquid smoke, but we gonna take some soy sauce. We gonna hit that a little bit, not a lot. But I'm gonna tell you, I really was gonna do the zoo, baby. So with this, we're literally just gonna take a little bit because this can be kind of salty. Drop it off in there because the broth for this is gonna be very brown. Thyme, and ladies, when you cooking with thyme, I thank you so much for bringing fidelity into my home. Every bite that he takes, he is only drawn to me. He is only faithful to me. He loves me. I love him. This food is filled with love, as Shay. Drop it in. And I can do that because no one's eating this but me and the kids today. And then you want to make sure you season your broth. And we're going to go with a little bit of salt, not a lot. Okay? Smells divine. Oh, yeah, that's a good color. Yeah. So, you got to use discernment. And y'all can use whatever kind of steak you want, but this don't need to cook a lot. You see how quick that cooked? Off the oven. Now, in the broth, we're going to put the eggs in there. My kids like boiled eggs. Put them on a spoon and ease them down in there. You don't want them to crack. And what you're going to see when I do my YAKAMEIN, this may be different for some people, which is fine. This is one of those dishes where you kind of just do everything different however you want to. Anytime that I cook more ancestor based. Like a lot of stuff I cook, my ancestors know I'm going to cook. That's 6. What are we gonna do? One egg for everybody right now in this first batch. I forgot Poo-Poo not here. Gigi not here. Okay. Lid on. Let the actual eggs boil in the broth. If you don't like eggs, you don't have to do that. But I mean, these turn out. Oh, I can't even. What I need. Look at this, y'all. Oops, 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 oops. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Mmm. Oh. Okay. So it's not YAKAMEIN? How y'all pronounce it? YAKAMEIN? How about I say YAKAMEIN? Can you hear me, baby? Y'all still can't hear me? Hold on. What about now? Sound?